Are you tired of climbing ladders to swap out dead security camera batteries? Or drilling holes through your walls to run messy cables? Today, we are solving that problem forever with the ultimate solar-powered security cameras that never sleep. Stick around for our #1 pick, because its unique dual-lens technology is going to completely blow your mind and change the way you think about home surveillance. 7. Cinnado 2K cameras. The Cinnado camera caught my eye simply because of its extremely aggressive price point. For anyone looking to secure their perimeter on a tight budget, this camera promises high-definition monitoring without breaking the bank. I mounted this unit on the side of my garage, where it gets moderate sunlight, to see if the included solar panel could actually keep up with daily usage. The physical installation was straightforward enough, and the mounting bracket felt reasonably secure when I screwed it into the wood siding. When it comes to video quality, the Cinnado boasts a 2K resolution sensor, which sounds fantastic on paper. However, during my real-world testing, the footage often looked heavily compressed and muddy, struggling to capture fine details like license plates or distinct facial features from a distance. If someone is standing right in front of the lens, you can make them out, but the moment they step back, the clarity degrades significantly. This makes it tough to rely on if you need hard evidence after a security incident. The solar charging capability was another area where my experience left a lot to be desired. While the panel does trickle charge the internal battery during bright, sunny afternoons, I noticed that a string of cloudy days quickly sent the battery percentage plummeting. It seems the energy conversion rate of the panel just isn't efficient enough to sustain the camera if you have a high volume of motion events triggering the recording throughout the day and night. Navigating the companion app was quite frustrating as well, as it suffers from a clunky user interface and occasional lag. 6. SEHMUA Solar Security Cameras. I was eager to test this one because being able to remotely rotate the camera lens to survey your entire yard is a massive advantage over fixed lens competitors. I placed this high up on my back porch, hoping it would serve as the ultimate overwatch for the backyard, utilizing its 360-degree viewing angle to leave absolutely no blind spots. The SEHMUA features a built-in spotlight designed to provide color night vision and act as an active deterrent for trespassers. When testing this at night, the spotlight certainly engaged when motion was detected, but the brightness was disappointingly underwhelming. Instead of blinding an intruder or deeply illuminating the yard, it felt more like a weak flashlight beam that barely reached past 10 feet. Consequently, the color night vision was incredibly grainy and filled with visual noise, making the standard infrared mode the only truly usable option. Motion tracking is a heavily advertised feature for this model, but my testing revealed a rather sluggish implementation. When a person walked across the frame, the camera attempted to follow them, but the motorized panning was simply too slow to keep up with anyone moving faster than a leisurely stroll. More often than not, the subject would completely walk out of the frame before the camera could pivot, leaving me with useless footage of an empty lawn. You will also need plenty of patience when dealing with the motion sensor sensitivity. Even after tinkering extensively with the settings in the app, I was bombarded with false alarms. Swaying tree branches, passing cars in the distance, and even large bugs flying near the lens continuously triggered notifications to my phone. 5. EufyCam S3 Pro. The moment I unboxed the S3 Pro, the build quality difference was night and day compared to our previous contenders. It feels remarkably robust, designed with premium materials that clearly indicate it can withstand the harshest weather conditions. I set this up near my front driveway, a high-traffic area that requires absolute precision and unwavering reliability. The S3 Pro introduces incredibly advanced solar technology that Eufy calls their Max Power Solar System. During my weeks of testing, I was absolutely blown away by how efficiently this camera harvests energy. Even on overcast days or during the shorter daylight hours of winter, the built-in and external solar solutions kept the battery perpetually topped off at 100%. I never once had to think about taking it down to charge it. It truly offers a set-it-and-forget-it experience. Video clarity on the S3 Pro is nothing short of spectacular, boasting a true 4K resolution that captures every microscopic detail. When I reviewed the footage of vehicles pulling into my driveway, I could effortlessly read license plates and see crystal clear facial features, even when the subject was quite a distance away. The high dynamic range processing ensures that shadows aren't too dark and bright skies aren't blown out, giving you a perfectly balanced image at all times of the day. One of the most impressive features I tested was the Bionic Mind AI system, which learns to recognize the faces of your family and frequent visitors. This completely eliminated the false alarm issue I experienced with cheaper cameras. The app gracefully categorized alerts, letting me know when my partner arrived home versus when a stranger was at the door. 4. WYZE Solar Cam Pan. I have been a longtime fan of the WYZE ecosystem, and integrating a dedicated solar panel with their versatile pan camera was a brilliant move. I mounted this unit overlooking my side yard, an awkwardly shaped area where a standard fixed-lens camera simply wouldn't be able to cover all the necessary angles. The motorized panning and tilting on this WYZE camera are incredibly smooth and remarkably silent. When I used the app to manually scan the yard, the response time was virtually instantaneous, a massive improvement over the sluggishness of lower-tier brands. It features an excellent waypoint patrol mode where you can set up to 4 custom waypoints, and the camera will continuously pan between them, acting as an automated robotic guard for your property. Visually, the camera delivers a beautifully crisp high-definition image with highly vibrant color reproduction. What truly impressed me during my evening tests was the starlight sensor powering the color night vision. Even with just a faint amount of ambient light from a distant street lamp, the camera was able to render the yard in full color. This allowed me to easily identify the color of a trespassing stray dog and the exact clothing of a delivery person dropping off a late package. The solar charging aspect works wonderfully in tandem with the camera's power management system. The WYZE solar panel is highly efficient and easily plugs into the back of the camera with a secure weatherproof seal. Throughout my testing, the battery hovered steadily in the high 90s, giving me complete peace of mind. 3. Aosu security cameras. I was immediately struck by its modern, unobtrusive design, which blends beautifully into the exterior of any home without looking like an industrial piece of equipment. I decided to install the Aosu above my back patio doors, where I needed ultra-wide coverage and rapid alerts to keep an eye on my pets. The visual performance of the Aosu camera is driven by a stunning 3K resolution sensor, which sits perfectly between 2K and 4K, offering a massive upgrade in clarity without consuming too much storage space. When I zoomed in on the live feed to check on my dog at the far end of the yard, the image remained incredibly sharp, free from the pixelation that ruins digital zoom on lesser cameras. The 166-degree ultra-wide-angle lens is fantastic, capturing the entire breadth of my patio in a single sweeping frame. One of the standout features I extensively tested is the cross-camera tracking technology. If you have multiple Aosu cameras around your house, the AI intuitively stitches the footage together, allowing you to watch a person walk from your front yard, down the side path, and into the back in one continuous timeline. It feels like having a professional security control room right in the palm of your hand, offering unparalleled situational awareness around your property. Solar charging on the Aosu is spectacularly reliable, utilizing an oversized panel that soaks up sunlight even from obscure angles. I deliberately angled the panel suboptimally to test its limits, and it still managed to pull in enough juice to keep the camera completely functional and fully charged. 2. REOLINK First 4K. REOLINK has a legendary reputation for building robust, professional-grade security hardware, and the Argus PT Ultra absolutely lives up to that legacy. I mounted this absolute unit on the corner of my roof, commanding a comprehensive view of my entire front lawn, driveway, and the street beyond. The 8-megapixel 4K sensor in this REOLINK camera delivers an astonishing level of detail that honestly rivals professional hardwired surveillance systems. When testing the zoom capabilities, I was able to effortlessly read street signs and identify minute details on passing vehicles that were hundreds of feet away. The video is silky smooth, devoid of any digital artifacts, and the color accuracy is completely true to life, giving you a perfect window into your property at any moment. A massive advantage of the Argus PT Ultra is its dual-band Wi-Fi capability, supporting both 2.4 and 5 GHz networks. When I connected it to my 5 GHz band, the live feed loaded instantly, and there was zero buffering or latency, when using the on-screen joystick to pan and tilt the lens. This high-speed connection also means that 4K video clips are downloaded to your smartphone in a matter of seconds, rather than making you wait for a sluggish transfer. The smart detection features on this REOLINK camera are highly refined and incredibly accurate. During my evaluation, it flawlessly distinguished between people, vehicles, and pets. I set up custom alert zones to ignore the busy street and only notify me if a person or vehicle entered my driveway. It worked impeccably, completely eliminating false alarms while ensuring I never missed a legitimate security event. Eufy Solar Cam S3 I can confidently say that this device represents a massive leap forward in solar security technology, doing things that no other camera on this list can even attempt. When I first took the S3 out of the box, the dual lens configuration immediately caught my attention. I mounted this masterpiece directly above my garage door to fully utilize its groundbreaking optical capabilities and completely secure the front of my home. The S3 utilizes two distinct lenses simultaneously, a stunning 3K wide-angle lens for capturing the entire scene, and a dedicated 2K telephoto lens for optical zoom. During my testing, this dual camera setup provided a mind-blowing picture-in-picture viewing experience on the app. I could watch the wide-angle view of my entire driveway while simultaneously viewing a zoomed-in, crystal-clear feed of a delivery driver walking up to the door. You never have to sacrifice the big picture to get a closer look. The AI tracking on the S3 is the most advanced I have ever seen on a consumer security camera. The moment it detects a person, the camera's motorized base swiftly and silently rotates an entire 360 degrees to follow them, while the telephoto lens automatically zooms in to capture their face. I tried running, weaving, and hiding behind my car, but the camera locked onto me perfectly every single time, recording undeniable, highly detailed evidence of my exact path. Eufy's solar integration on this model is nothing short of pure genius. The solar panel is built directly into the top of the camera housing, creating a beautifully streamlined look without any messy wires hanging down.